My phone has been vibrating.
Reach, over to you.
Jay, after losing quarterback Kurt Warner to retirement and receiver Anquan Boldin to the Ravens, a new look Arizona Cardinals offense will take to the field come week 1 of the NFL season. Having established himself as a legitimate threat for the Cards, Steve Breaston will be a huge beneficiary now that Boldin has moved on. The fourth-year receiver joins us now here on First Take. And Steve, thanks for joining us. We'll talk football in a moment, but let's start with this other passion of yours. You are doing a fundraiser for your foundation, the Steve Breaston Foundation. What exactly is it?
It's we're doing a T-shirt. I joined with a great T-shirt company, apparel company named IMU, stands for I Miss You. I put a writing together about my community, and he put it on a shirt. It was very creative in a very creative way. And we're just trying to get it out there and help support the Stephen Breaston Foundation of my community. So to donate to the at-risk kids around the North Braddock, Pennsylvania community, and we're doing a great job with it so far.
Now, you said he did something in a creative way. It's something to do with poetry, yes?
Yeah, poetry. You know, that's been a love of my life. You know, I enjoy writing, and I wrote a poem, and you know, we have words. The words of the poem, which is a product of red nerves and overflowing pot fizz. You know, that's it reflects me growing up in my community. The poem reflects me growing up in my community, and it's something to help give back, and I'm proud of doing it, and it's great doing with IMU.
And so the Red Nerds and Pop Fizz are part of that poem that you yourself wrote. What turned you on to poetry?
Just growing up, I started in 7th grade. You know, just you know, with a great imagination. I wrote a lot of comic books also. So, you know, it's just, I have a wild imagination. Just being able to get words down and express emotions that you might not be able to, and, you know, and seeing everything that's going on in the world around you, and just being able to bring people problems on the paper and bring your problems in the paper and showing emotion, it's a good feeling. It's a good release.
Poetic inspiration from comic books. Now, aside from yourself being a poet and comic books, are there any poets, actual poets that you personally like?
One of the big ones will probably be Langston Hughes, and I like his poetry, and I also like his writing. You know, I'm rereading another book right now by him, and it's called The Ways of White Folks, and just how he expresses his metaphors, and how he gets everything down on paper, and how he shows the imagery within his writing, and he's a great writer.
How interesting. All right, well, I'm going to keep an eye out for more of your poetry. Let us get into a little bit of that football game, though, the other thing you do. Matt Leinart looking to be leading the competition for starting signal caller for your squad. How has he changed as a player now that it's pretty much his job to lose?
He's progressed a lot. I think one thing you see with Matt now is his confidence. You know, being over there, he knows that this is his team, and we're going to go as far as him, as far as he goes. So he's been going out to practice. He's been making the right calls, making the right throws, and I think he's ready for this upcoming season.
A great talent that departed in Anquan Boldin as well. How much are you looking forward to filling that void? It's
very hard. I understand Q has taught me a lot since day one I got here, and he's taught me and early a whole bunch of stuff. So I mean, losing a Pro Bowl player like him, it's going to be difficult to fill his void. But I think we have the players and the talent around us. It's not just me. You know, we have early. We have a ton of talented running backs back there. So we're going to have to fill in by committee.
Let's get back to some of your passions in poetry, and also. Your mother had a nickname for you. She calls you the Miracle Baby. Explain that.
It's crazy. She after my brother was born, she had got her tubes tied, so she wasn't expecting no more. She wasn't expecting to be pregnant, and you know, a couple years later, she ended up getting pregnant. She ended up going to the doctors, and she didn't know what was wrong with her. She said, so she walked in. And she found out she was pregnant. She's like, I can't be pregnant. I got my tubes tied. This can't be happening. So it was funny. You know, my aunts were crying, and one of my aunts was eating. You know, it was pandemonium. But I mean, it's funny. It's crazy how life works, and I'm here today, and I'm blessed to be here.
Absolutely. You weren't supposed to originally be here in their minds, but you have been tearing up the scene since you got on board. Finally got to talk to you, perhaps we know that you were at your former Michigan Wolverine alums basketball camp, Braylon Edwards, where our Rob Parker got posterized by Brent Petway. It looked pretty bad on tape. How was it in person?
It was pretty bad in person. It was Brett Petway came down the lane. I didn't even see him. I don't know why he stepped up. They brought the stretcher out and put him in the paramedics. It was a difficult time for him.
How sad is that on a stretcher? Of course, Rob is here today. Do you have any message for him after looking so sad, so sad?
Just keep his head up. There's gonna be better times.
I won't try to play defense.
You would have took the charge. You stepped in there. Most people would have stepped in there.
Steve Breaston, thank you so much. It has been an absolute pleasure chatting with you. And I tell you what, I hope you put a book together of your poetry, because I'll definitely go and buy that.
I'm trying to get that together. I enjoy writing. I hope to get it out there to y'all. And just make sure to go to imutheinsideout.com and make sure you purchase this shirt. It benefits my community, and I just want to get that out there.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Best of luck as well as camp nears and, of course, the season. Good luck. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks for having me.
Coming up, how do you keep LeBron in Cleveland? Well, obviously, you turn your '87 Cutlass Supreme into the LeBron Mobile. Well, at least that's what one fan did. He's going to join us later in the show to tell us why. And Hank Haney said the two best days of his career were the day he became Tiger Woods' coach and the day he resigned as his coach. Coming up, Skip and Bob will debate what's behind these comments.